Hello everyone, good morning. It is Monday, it's April the 27th, and this is 5A. Off we go. I hope you guys all had a nice weekend. All the days sort of run together, we've kind of talked about that, but hopefully you got to do something a little bit better, a little bit different, so at least there was no school. But today, it shouldn't be too difficult what we're doing today. It's the start of a new week. In math class, we're going to do something a little different. Last week, a little bit the week before, we were multiplying decimals. And really, you guys knocked that out of the park, as they say. You just have to multiply and then line up the decimal points after that, once you count the decimal places and things. So you guys were great at that. This week, we're going to divide decimals, which it's like anything else. We just have to do things a little different, add another step or two onto the things we've learned. So today, it's just a little first step in that direction. We're going to estimate dividing decimals. So there's just a little bit to watch and I think a few exercises to do. In language arts, we're just going to do a little bit of reading and we get to define a word. There's a mini lesson in the daily lesson plan where I talk more about it, but yeah, it shouldn't take, I think, too long today. It doesn't really talk too much about the story so much as it kind of gives us something to think about, which I think is pretty good. So that's what we're going to do today there. In English class, we're going to have a little Zoom meeting at 12:15 today. And we're just going to look at the thing we did on Friday, the August character analysis. We got to talk about, if you guys remember, who you think Augie's best friend would be at this point. We've learned a few things about him so far. And we've also learned he's a pretty brave person. So we got to talk about something he did that was pretty brave. So we just get to share those things that we learned, hopefully on Friday, and see if you came up with something that somebody else did, or if you came up with something different. So we'll get to talk about that today. Let's see here. The last thing is science. You guys, again, did a wonderful job. I think it was last Thursday we had a Zoom class, and we talked about the science experiment that we did the previous Tuesday. And you guys did a really good job. We worked with CO2, which was a gas. We learned about solids, liquids, and gases. And I think it was Zach talked about C. What does that mean? It's carbon. And the O stands for something and all that. So that's what we're going to learn about this week, are the little things that make up all that stuff we learned about last week. What makes up a solid? What makes it different than a liquid on the little tiny level? So that's what we're going to learn today. We'll do a little bit more of it as the week goes on too, but that's basically it for today, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, and if you have any questions, the math, it's a little bit new, but if you guys do have any questions about that or anything else, feel free to ask me. Otherwise, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you here a little bit later in English class. Bye, guys.